Being a Malayali, chosen a language that is unheard, that is Konkani, but the best. It is not even Konkani. And it based in Uttar Kannada. Why? And tell something about this instrument, rhythm instrument called daman. Is it a temple instrument or what is that? I have never seen that. Just 1 second. We already mentioned that he is talking about diaspora experience. That's why diaspora is.
I just answered damam. Damam is the word coming from, there is an Arabic root for that word. But actually, this particular instrument is very integral to their community. It is coming from Ngoma tradition of Africa, the Bantu people's tradition. And they use this instrument to communicate with their ancestors. And that damam is also connected with the extraordinary musical prowess of the Siddhi community. They have been sold as like chattel slaves for the field, and also they were sold as entertainers for the masters and sex objects also. Even you see the early travels of Ibn Battuta, when he landed in India, the Delhi Sultan first gave him a gifted and a Habshi slave girl as a sex object. And you can see the recent studies of the genetic studies of Uttar Kannada. Recently, we found out only 200 years the Siddhi diaspora is African diaspora living there. 44% of their genetics coming from the local Brahmins. So there is multi-purpose human. I mean, they instrumentalized by the master's desire in various ways.
In any case, percussion instrument.
आपने जो पेड़ के ऊपर इतना अच्छा फिल्माया, तो ये जो चीज़ें हैं आपके कॉन्सेप्ट में क्यों आती है और कैसे आती है, ये आप बता पाएंगे? आप बांग्ला में बोल सकते।
ওরা যেভাবে বললো আর কি, যেভাবে আমাকে মানুষ দেখেছে, আমি সেই জায়গা থেকে বলতে পারি আমি আসলে যেটা বিশ্বাস করি যে আমার যাপনের মধ্যে সেটার ছাপ রাখার চেষ্টা করি। তো প্রকৃতির কথা আমি খুবই খুবই ভাবি আর কি, আমাদের চারপাশের কথা মানে বড় বড় কথা ভেবে লাভ নেই, মানে বিপ্লবটা কবে আসবে এই নিয়ে অপেক্ষা করে লাভ নেই, বুঝে গেছি এতদিনে। তো সুতরাং কোথায় বিশাল জঙ্গল কেটে ফেলা হচ্ছে, পাহাড় ভেঙে পড়ছে, কি নদী শুকিয়ে যাচ্ছে, সেটা তো হচ্ছে বড় বড় ক্যানভাসে, কিন্তু আমি আমার চারপাশে যা ঘটছে সেইখানে আমি কতটুকু কি করতে পারি।
और मेरे को एक चीज़ आपसे और पूछनी है, जब ये समाज मनुष्य को नहीं छोड़ रहा है, प्रकृति को क्या छोड़ेगा? आप इसके ऊपर क्या बोलना चाहते हैं?
দেখুন, এই প্রশ্নটার মধ্যে আমি বলবো যে মানুষকে ছাড়ছে না, যখন এই কথাটা যখন আমরা বলছি তার মানে আমরা একটা ধাপে ধাপে মানুষকে ছাড়ছে একদম উপরে। এইটা প্রথমে বোধহয় আমাদের বন্ধ করতে হবে। পৃথিবীটা সবার,
मैंने क्या कहा, मैंने कहा जब मनुष्य को ही नहीं छोड़ रहा है तो प्रकृति को क्या छोड़ेगा, मैंने ये कहा।
মানুষ যখন খুন হয়ে যাচ্ছে তো গাছ কেন খুন হবে?
मैं समझ गई।
ওই টাইমলাইনে না আমরা আছি এইটুকুনি জায়গায়, দেখছেন না প্রকৃতি একবার একটু মাথাটা নাড়াবে ভূমিকম্প হয়ে শেষ। একটু চোখের চোখে তো কলকাতা কদিন আগে কি হলো, মানে প্রকৃতির কথা আমাদের ভাবতে হবে, নিজেদের কথা ভাবে তবে ওই শুধু টাইমলাইনটার মধ্যে আমরা এইটুকুনি সময় আছি।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। आपको गाछ बचाने के लिए मैं धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि कम से कम आपने ये शुरुआत तो की।
Of the audiographer, Mr.
When I said technicians, I meant all of them. I said all of them, but I did not. If I did not mention the name, my apologies. Mr. Shinde, the editor, was equally responsible. I think filmmaking is teamwork. cannot be anything but teamwork.
सुनिए
When everybody puts their best efforts together, you get a. There was a gentleman who worked for us, uneducated, Aziz Bhai. He looked after the settings. His contribution cannot be denied. I told him one morning, after he looked after everything on the sets, he stayed at night also with the workers. He said something, and he would not ever speak much. He would just, he would understand. But he understood much more than you thought he understood. One day I told him, Aziz Bhai, I don't know if this is possible. Can you give me, you either look for a place like that or you do something and from what there is you can create a little more and give me this guy. Because I wanted a shot of the motorcycle going down, disappearing, coming up and going down and again coming up. So I said to him, is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you hold on? Can you hold on?
Not question, but a request.
Days you took for that poetic passage in Sholay.
Yes.
Can I ask you how many days did you take for that wonderful dance sequence?
Which one?
Mehbooba, Mehbooba. It's a brilliant sequence.
You won't believe it. 4.
4 days? Yeah, that is equally brilliant, you know. And the second question is, you made first film at the age of 24. All over the world, people thought Orson Welles made it at the age of 26, Citizen Kane. And Andaz was a big hit with Shammi Kapoor but how did you learn filmmaking for the family, watching films at such early age?
My father was in films, but my first time visit on the sets was in 1951 when I was 7 years old.
7 years old.
And I walked through those big, huge wires and everything on the set. It was dangerous to do that, but that you think now. At that time, as a kid, I didn't. I just was fascinated by the whole atmosphere. And then when I watched films, I said, oh, that way what we saw, and the cameraman, Jar Mistry, Fali Mistry, in that film, Devanand was the main lead. The film was called Saza. It was an average box office plus, kind of a plus B. But as a young boy, it fascinated me. And somewhere, I think right then, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I did not express it, and I wasn't sure, but I think that's where it began. My love for cinema on the sets, and then I started to take more interest.
Thank you very much.
One again.
Ajit.
Yeah, Aziz Bhai. You will not believe it. 2 days later, he called me and said, here you are. And that part, which is like a set, he had built with wood. And it went up and down. He gave me exactly the shot I wanted. And he was an uneducated gentleman. So, what can you say? An ordinary man. And he was very authoritative the way he dealt with the discipline was fabulous. And he stayed there with the workers to make them feel he's one of them. And he gave results, always. You have to appreciate technicians, absolutely. Aziz Bhai as much as MS Shinde or Dwarka Divij, yes.
So, which of his film did impress you the most, and what element did you find in your film from Satyajit Ray's film And during that era, which film do you think is the most successful? Jai Santoshi Ma or Sholay?
I don't have to think. There is no successful film like Sholay, is there? Do you have any doubts? Is it or is it not the most successful film? Yes. That's it. That's the answer.
The milestone of the Indian film.
Sorry?
The milestone of the Indian film.
Thank you.